Marvel Legends, Target exclusive, Guardians of the Galaxy, Yondu. Let's get it. Was it good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again with another action figure review. What we got going on this time, we have got Yondu Udanta of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now here's the twist. We'll say the original Guardians of the Galaxy, but not really. In other words, we were introduced to the Guardians of the Galaxy back in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, late 60s. And it comprised the likes of Yondu, who we see here, Vance Astro, now known as Major Victory, Martin X, Charlie 27, and then they gained members Starhawk and Nikki. All of these are human offshoots, basically springing from the different planets in our Milky Way galaxy, in our galaxy, and they banded together to fight the Badoon, reptilian alien race that came to Earth to conquer, and well, to conquer the galaxy, quite frankly. Truth be told, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that each representative was the last of their kind or close to it. Something like that. I'd have to check, but I believe that that's the case. And those were technically the original Guardians of the Galaxy created by Marvel, but they were in the distant future. We've got a Guardians of the Galaxy of the current age, and it comprises the characters that we know today from the movies and some more modern characters, like for instance Nova is part of the Guardians of the Galaxy now, believe it or not. So yeah, you've got Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, or just Rocket, and Gamora, etc. And those are the current present day Guardians, but Yondu represents the we'll say the once and future Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, that's enough of the little bit of history. You see what we got going on. This is a Target exclusive, so that's the only place you'll be able to get it. And yeah, they should be possibly in stores now. I know you can get it via the order. I got mine actually in store, and then that gave me the opportunity to cancel my pre-order. So you should be able to find them in stores. And definitely, if you got them on pre-order, they should be shipping. If they haven't begun already, they should be shipping soon. Anyway, you see what we got on the packaging on the front. You've got digital render of the figure. You've got some artwork of the character, Yondu up top, Guardians of the Galaxy below. Turning to one side, we've got artwork showing Yondu. And on the other side, we have the digital render of the figure itself. And on the back, we have another digital render of the figure and its accessory to the left, which is a Yaka arrow, but he is brandishing and carrying his other two accessories, meaning his bow and his quiver of arrows. So you got it going on right there. So one more time to the front, and let's do this. So you guys can see how you apply Yondu's fin. The fin comes separate out of package, and you see he's got a slit there on the top of his dome. So then here's the fin. You see it's keyed basically. So then you kind of like line it up, and then you press down on it. It kind of grabs, and there you have it. Both sides, front and back. So we've got our guy Yondu here now on our base, so we can check him out. And he's on the Sunfire body mold, which is, of course, is an older mold, so that means it is pinned. And fortunately, the pins, you know, where they're located, they're the same color on both sides, so it's not so bad. And in terms of accuracy, this looks pretty true to the original concept of Yondu. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I had mentioned in the opener that the Guardians, the original / future Guardians, all came from different planets within our galaxy. Yondu's people, the Alpha Centaurians, well, I just said it's in the name. The Centaurians, they came from Alpha Centauri. So just a little bit more to add on. But let's take a look at his accessories, what he comes with. And you've already seen me apply his fin to his head. Sorry, I jostled the camera there, put it back to the center. Here's his bow, and as accurate as the figure may be, Hasbro got the bow wrong. The bow is too big, for one. That's and it's not really shaped this way, but the bow is definitely too large. So there is that. And then we've got the quiver of arrows. There's really nothing technically wrong, with the exception that you see the size of this quiver of arrows. The arrows, the quiver, I guess, is okay to be the size that it is, but the arrows are supposed to be smaller. And to that statement, here is a single Yaka arrow, and this isn't accurate either. It's both in the way it appears, and it's too long. But the great thing about this particular arrow is that it comes with this notch that you see right here. So it'll make it easier for Yondu to basically hold it. So that's a good thing. That's the first time we've gotten that on any arrow. We saw how to apply the fin, but we didn't really take that great a look at the head sculpt itself. We'll do that now. And you can see looks pretty nice. I was about to say photoreal, digital print tech, because this is a comic book character, not a living being made plastic, immortalized in plastic. But the digital print is great on this guy. He's got the nice eyes. The eyes are red, if you can tell. You can see that there. He's got some, the lips are blue. Very stern expression on Yondu's face. And turn his head to the side once again. That was a little bit too much. You get to see that the profile look on both sides. So yeah, pretty nice head sculpt. Because Yondu is blazing that fin, these are one of the times where I can't be negligent with the height measurement. By my own admission, I am usually negligent, but this time we're going to take that height measurement, and to the top of the fin, Mr. Udanta stands at about 7 inches tall. So yeah, I did my diligence there. Now, as far as articulation goes, you've already seen that he can 360 it. You're not going to get much pivot. He's on a ball hinge. He can look up that far. Pretty nice. Look down crazy far. Chin to throat. Jeez. He's got the butterfly joints. So you know that's always good, especially with someone that's firing a weapon or using arrows. He can get his arm almost to 90 degrees. At the shoulder, he can rotate. He's got the bicep swivel. We already know that they're pinned, but he has double jointed elbows. And he's got the wrist rotation there and the horizontal hinge on, unfortunately, both sides, despite being, you know, he's going to be shooting arrows. He's got an ab crunch, so he can get that far forward. He can go that far back. He's got a waist swivel. He can get his hips out that far, kick his leg up that much, back that much. He's got the thigh rotation, double jointed pinned knees. He's got a rotation there at the top of the boot. He can point his toe forward that far. Up, not that much. He's got very nice ankle pivot. And of course, he's got holes, peg holes, at the bottom of his feet. Here's Yondu with the only other original Guardian that we have from Hasbro. We've got Major Vance Astro, aka Major Victory. Wrapping this all up, Yondu down to Target exclusive Marvel Legends from Guardians of the Galaxy is it's a nice figure. I'm glad to have it for sure. Always loving getting new characters, especially characters that I'm familiar with, and also characters that get us closer to completing a team. And Yondu of the once and future Guardians of the Galaxy indeed does that. It's on the Sunfire body mold, older mold, but the mold is cool, is all right being pinned because all the pins are in line with the colors of the section of the body that they are a part of, so that's no real biggie. And the Sunfire body mold is pretty fire as it is with the butterfly joints and everything else, so very nice and posable. The inaccuracies with the bow and of course the Yaka arrow is blatantly apparent with how large it is. The other thing that is messed up, you see how I've got Yondu holding the arrow. It would have been nice to get another set of hands, or at the very least that right hand, the fingers would be split so you could actually utilize that notch that I pointed out on the arrow. But we not only did not get an extra set of hands, the hands we did got, they're just C grippers with no and they're all, you know, bound together, so that makes it problematic and unnatural looking in terms of how Yondu notches his arrow. But other than that, it's still a very nice figure, very good looking figure, and it'll go great on my cosmic shelf. What do you guys think about the figure? You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's a Target exclusive, so if you want to get this figure, you're gonna have to go through them, and that's how it's done.